There's something in the summer air is falling, calling me. How's it, everybody? Shaun Wulf here. Hope you guys are well, and welcome back for another live lesson. And today we are going to teach you guys how to play the E minor chord. All right, so we've taught you guys how to play the A major chord, the A minor chord. We taught you how to play a D major chord, a C major chord, a G major chord, E major chord. So we're going to work with the E major chord and show you guys how to play the E minor chord. Now, what I taught you guys how to play the major chord, the E major chord, is I taught you that you put your index finger, you put in the first box on the third string, right? Then your ring finger you put in the second box on the fourth string, and then your middle finger will go in the second box on the fifth string. So that's basically your E major chord, right? Let me just show you guys as much as I can. All right, now to be able to play your E minor chord, it's very, very simple. What you are going to do is you are going to take your index finger and you're going to lift it up. So which means you'll only have your ring finger in the second box on the fourth string, and your middle finger will be in the second box as well, but that'll be on the fifth string. So that will be then your E minor chord. All right, you can also play it with your pinky and your ring finger, depending on whatever is more comfortable for you. Some guys just put it down like that. If they're just playing like a little bit of a power chord, you can just play it like that as well, with one finger, press it down. But the whole idea is that you need to press down the fourth and the fifth string in the second box. That's the most important thing. All right, so that's your E minor chord. Now, I love adding one minor chord in like a chord progression. I'm going to show you a 4-chord progression when E minor chord is nice. It really like adds a little bit of detail to your sound. Now the song is going to be one of my own songs. I don't like copyright strikes, so I'll use one of my own songs that I've recorded and released so that you guys can reference it. It is played though with the capo on, the original is played with the capo on 2, so that I can get to my G, basically my G sharp, if you don't know what I'm saying. But it's played out of A. So I'm just going to get my capo to show you guys what I mean. Now remember, yesterday's lesson we were discussing the capo and how to use the capo. So I thought it's quite important to just mention it today, especially for today's video. Now the original for my song Wild and Free is it's played basically with the G shape. So the fun thing is when you use shapes that you know and you use the capo, then you get a little bit of a different tonality in your chord. There's a lot of different ways to play those chords as well, but to keep it simple, for instance, I like the G shape because that's the opening chord, but I did put my capo on the second, so it'll be an A, if you see what I'm saying. Right, this is an A, it's a G shape, but it's an A. Because I've put my capo on the second fret, now it takes my G chord to an A, so that's where I'm playing that C. So that's where the original is, but for purposes of teaching you guys, and if you're not as comfortable with your capo yet, I'm going to play it with the original shape. All right, so it'll be a G chord that I've taught you guys how to play, and a G chord is played with your middle finger on the top string, which is the 6th string, but in box 3. Your index finger will be in box 2 on the 5th string, and then what I do is at the bottom, this is a preference thing that you guys can decide what you want to do. An original G chord will have your ring finger in the 3rd box on the 1st string. So that is a G major chord. What I do is I like putting my pinky there and adding my ring finger, but putting it in the second box on in the third box, sorry, on the second string. So I like playing my G chord like that because it adds that fifth. A fifth is the D note. So I've added the fifth. All right. So that is your first chord. Then what I like to, then the next chord is the D major chord. All right. So what I do there is I put my middle finger will go in the second box on the first string. My ring finger will go in the third box on the second string. My index finger will go in the second box on the third string. That is a D major chord, and we do not try and play the first two of the top strings or bottom strings, if you want, depending on how you count it. We usually count it from the high string to the low string. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So string 5 and 6 will be skipped because we want that D chord. All right. Then we're going to go to today's chord that I taught you guys is the E minor chord. All right. So obviously that will be, you'll have to put your, the way I play it in the song is I put my middle finger in the second box on the fourth string. Then my index finger will go in the second box on the fifth string. That's a E minor chord. Why I like an E minor chord and playing this shape across the fretboard when I'm playing minor chords and using my capo and stuff is because it's a very big open chord. So it's a very big open chord that you guys can hear. It also utilizes the open top low string, so it's a nice dark sound. All right, and then your last chord that you need to know for this song is your C major chord. Now what I like to do is at the top, you guys will see I'm using my ring finger here to mute the top string. I also like playing the G string sometimes, the G note sometimes, because this is on the E string, but I'm playing the G because it adds a G over a C. Okay, now this is very technical. I know I'm trying to teach beginners here, but I'm going to teach you guys. Thanks so much. Appreciate that, user. All right. So C, we're going to play the index finger is going to go in your first box on the second string. Then you'll have your middle finger. That'll go in the second box on your fourth string. And then your ring finger, you can choose how you want to play it. You can either use your pinky or your ring finger. I use my pinky because I like adding my ring finger there. So either your pinky or your ring finger, depending on how you want to play it. All right, you can use either your pinky or your ring finger in the third box on the fifth string. That is a C major chord. Now I like to play it like this because I like adding the G note. All right, so to play the song Wild and Free, you're going to play, you guys can just, to practice it, you can just downstroke like this. I'm just going to show you the chords. G, D, E minor, C. And this is basically the chord structure, the whole song. I've simplified it like that. It's just there's a rapping part that I've added in the bridge that you don't even have to worry about for now because you can go directly into another chorus if you like. So it's very simple. G, D, G, D, all right, sorry, E and C. G, D, E minor and C. All right, so how the song goes is like this, and you guys can play along with it if you use your capo. Like I said, the song is in A, but I am playing it in G because it's the open chord. So if you use your capo on 2, you'll be able to play with the original song. But for purposes of this, and not trying to confuse you too much, we are going to play it in the open chords, all right? And it goes like this, muting, just muting on the G string of the G chord like this, okay? And then whenever you are ready to start singing, you can start singing, but then you just got to change the chords on the correct note on the vocals, all right? It goes like this. There's something in the summer air, a feeling that I can't compare. Oh, the night stars shine For the night stars shine when your eyes meet mine. Oh, it's just you and me, dancing, dancing, wild and free, wild and free. All right. So basically, that's what you need to know. I forgot there's a little trick just before the chorus where I go back to the D note. So let me just show you where that happens. There's something in the summer air, a feeling here it comes, can't compare. All right, just so that if you guys feel there's a little bit something that's discordant, that's basically what's happening. Well, yeah, but those are the chords that you need to know. If there's any other questions with regards to the E minor chord, which is this one that I taught you guys today, and how you can use it, this 4-chord structure that I just taught you guys, G or D, E, C, is played in a magnitude of songs. If you guys go search for 4-chord songs, that structure is going to be played like 10 million times over. All right. Hey, how's it, Justin? Good to see you again. Lekker, welcome. Now, guys, if you like these lessons that I'm doing in the mornings, well, it's morning here. I'm in South Africa, Margate, South Africa. If you like these lessons and you feel like, hey, you guys are benefiting from it, then please share it with your friends, your buddies, your chomas, your palas, all those people that are picking up the guitar for the first time. That's the whole goal. Yes, Cape Town. Like a local. So yeah, Laka. So if you don't mind, please share with those friends of yours who's picking up the guitar. This is beginner lessons. I'm focusing on beginners. Lucky user, Durban. Laka. So we got local oak shit online today. If you guys are from abroad or whatever, say hi. Don't be shy. We're all friends here. Laka. So, or if there's a certain song that you guys want me to teach you, then let me go figure it out for you. I'll find out like a simple way, especially for the beginners. I'll try and find something that's quite simple. I know these chords that I just played is also used in Ed Sheeran's song Perfect, so forth. Cheers, Justin. Have a lovely day, man. So, yeah, I know it's I've heard love, there we go. For me, darling, just dive right in, follow my lead. See the same chords, it's just in a different way it's used. So yeah, if you guys have some questions, maybe I can post in the comments after this video. I can post a few songs that works very well with this structure. Lekker. Dr. Dre songs. Okay, I'll go check out if I can find a Dr. Dre song that I can teach you guys. Are you guys beginner guitarists? Please just let me know if you are beginner guitarists. I like to know. I haven't found one person telling me that they're beginner guitarists yet. So I hope that you guys are benefiting from this. Lekker. If you guys have a lekker one, cheers. Have a nice day.